What's up guys, it's Robbie or Muzzafuzzas, and I just got back from Call of Duty XP 2011, which was an event in Los Angeles, California over this last weekend. There's a lot of YouTubers there, a lot of commentators. I got to play some Modern Warfare 3, I got to do some paintball, all sorts of good stuff, and I thought that today I would throw together a little recap commentary for you guys, talking about everything that went on and how I felt about the experience and the game, Modern Warfare 3. I got to play a lot of Modern Warfare 3. So we're going to jump into that with a commentary, but I thought that I would show you guys everything from the event that I got first. So first of all, they handed out these little grab bags full of goodies. Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition was in there. They gave out different patches for doing different things at the events. This one was for playing paintball. This one was for playing Modern Warfare 3 Gauntlet. And this was the wristband from the event itself. And then they also have this, which was a poster on these sides, and then this was kind of like the field guide for all the events that were going on. That's the map of the place. This is the layout. This is the schedule for all the stuff that went on. Kanye West played, Dropkick Murphys played. There was $1 million Call of Duty tournament. All sorts of stuff. And I'm just going to kind of recap and go over everything that I did and how I felt about the game, how I felt about the event. All that good stuff in this commentary coming up. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, this is Muzzafuzzas, and we're going to go over a recap of everything that I did for my Call of Duty XP 2011 trip. And I think we should just start from the very beginning. So the first day that I flew from Bozeman, Montana to Los Angeles, California. Had a little layover in Salt Lake City for about a half an hour. That's Salt Lake City, Utah in the US. And when I flew over there, it was pretty ugly. We flew over like a swampy area. There was a lot of salt. They don't call it Salt Lake for nothing. It was really weird. It was a weird looking area. And then I stayed like a half an hour in Utah and then continued to fly to LA, and I showed up in LA on Thursday at about 4 p.m. And I hung out with some people from the game station. I got picked up from the airport, and then we ended up going down to the hotel where I met up with T-Mar, FPS Russia, White Boy, X-Jaws, just a ton of YouTube commentators. We're all hanging out in the same hotel, the Westin Hotel in Los Angeles, California, right by LAX. And it was pretty much where everybody was staying. Bass was there. There was just a lot of people there hanging out in the lobby. So pretty much every night for the whole event, we would just hang out in that hotel lobby and just go crazy. We went to Denny's at one point with like Woody and White Boy and Russia and a bunch of people. We went into Denny's with like 15 or 20 people 2 nights in a row. It was pretty crazy. And then the actual event started the day after that. It was a Friday and Saturday. It was a 2-day event. It was for the multiplayer reveal of Modern Warfare 3. It was pretty fucking awesome. I got to play a lot of Modern Warfare 3. I got to see a lot of footage of Modern Warfare 3. Sadly, I didn't get to capture any footage. I think only a few specific people got to capture footage. I know Tabe got some footage. I know Nuckfuggets got some footage. But the only time that you could get in there with an HD PVR and capture some gameplay was a day before the event actually started. There was like a media day on Thursday, and I didn't get to make it to that. So I don't have any gameplay of my own, but I did play a lot of games of Modern Warfare 3, and I have a lot of experience on the game already because I played for a solid few hours. So we'll talk about that later, but let's just go in order. So day one of the event, I showed up. I woke up at about 8:30, hopped in the shower, and headed down to Call of Duty XP. And the line was enormous. The line to get in was about 3 hours long. So I was like, fuck that, because I already had my wristband and everything. We registered earlier and got our wristband and everything taken care of. So I didn't think I was going to have to wait in line. I thought the line was for people waiting for their wristbands. But then when I get up to the front and I talk to this security guard, he's like, how did you get here? You were supposed to be waiting in that line. You got to go back in that line. And he told me to go to the back of the line, and I was like, dude, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to wait in line that long. So I ended up sneaking around to the back, and the people at the back entrance, the backside entrance where the shuttles were taking people in, they let me in instantly. So I got lucky. I didn't have to wait in a huge ass line. I got into the event right before the keynote started at 11 a.m. on that Friday, and they did a giant keynote speech where they had one of the CEOs of Activision talk, and they had Robert Bowling on stage, and they just did a big presentation for Modern Warfare 3 and for the event itself. And then I ended up just walking around and playing some games after that little presentation. They showed off everything that was new in multiplayer. They showed off all the features for Call of Duty Elite, which I'm pretty excited about, which is supposed to be the new kind of premium feature for Call of Duty players, where you have a lot more access to a lot more information. You get all the downloadable content for every Call of Duty game. for free if you're a Call of Duty Elite member. And one of the biggest things that they announced was that they're going to have DLC a lot more often. They're going to be putting out DLC once a month. From what we've seen, they usually put out maybe 3 or 4 DLC packages over the course of about 9 months. That's what we're used to. Now what we're looking at for Modern Warfare 3 is a new DLC every single month. And that's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. I don't know if it'll be strictly maps, or if they'll have new Spec Ops missions, or if they'll add in new weapons or camo. I'm not entirely sure. But it sounds exciting, and it sounds like Call of Duty Elite is definitely going to be worth it. So if you guys are interested... Oh! Some random dude in my lobby just got a double headshot, I just noticed. This gameplay that I'm showing you guys is from Black Ops on the PS3, and it's just a couple laggy gameplays that I got that were pretty good gameplays, but they didn't end up going all the way to the end because PSN, I don't know why. I don't know if it's ported differently or what the deal is, but when you play a Call of Duty game on PS3 compared to Xbox, it feels like the hit detection is a little sloppier, the connections aren't as good, it's weird. But I'm definitely getting Modern Warfare 3 for both systems, the PS3 and the Xbox. So you guys will see gameplay from both systems. But other than that, day one I just played a lot. We saw Dropkick Murphys. There were a couple celebrities were rolling around. They had like Kevin Garnett, some basketball players. Nick Swartzen was there, who's like a famous comedian and an actor. iJustine was there, huge YouTuber, and she's on Spike TV and stuff. And just so many YouTube commentators, too many to name. Woody's Gamertag, FPS Russia, T-Mart, Bash, White Boy, X-Jaws. Like it was absolutely insane how many people were there. It was a lot of fun. So day two I got to play a lot more games because I ended up meeting up with like Optic J and Hutch and C-Nanners and Tabe, and these guys had media badges. So basically people who were waiting in line to play Modern Warfare 3, the line was huge, the line was like a couple of hours, but if you had a media badge or a media wristband, you could just play over and over again. It was like one of those lines at an amusement park where you can just ride roller coasters over and over again. We could just play Modern Warfare 3 as many times as we wanted, so we ended up playing probably... Oh shit, I jumped to my death. Some other guy did too. But that's okay. So I ended up playing Modern Warfare 3 a lot more than I would have normally if I didn't know anybody with a media badge. So I want to give a big shout out and a thanks to Optic J and Lindsay from Machinima and Tabe and Nanners and Hutch and all them, because without them I probably would have only gotten to play maybe a couple games, and I actually played like probably 20 to 25 games of Modern Warfare 3. So that's about it. That sums up my experience at Call of Duty XP. Pretty much the only other thing that I did was I played paintball with Woody and T-Mart and Bash and Optic J and a bunch of other people, and it was my first paintball experience, so that was a lot of fun. I was kind of nervous about getting shot, but once I got my first hit, it was no big deal, and I actually got headshotted a couple times right on my mask. But this gameplay is coming to a close. I'll have a lot more videos about Modern Warfare 3 and how I feel about the game coming up soon. If you guys like the video, leave me a like, and I will see you guys later.